you think you could substitute apples with oranges in this dish?
No.
So there's no comparison?
Oh.
Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. There should be an E on the end of that, but we just haven't colored it in yet. This is a new apron, so I promise I'm the good old boy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
you couldn't find
I
your
couldn't
apron.
find my other apron, so I robbed one from the stash.
Uh-huh.
But we're here cooking up dishes straight from recipesthatcrock.com, which is my lovely wife's cooking blog. Has well over 400 recipes and rising. And we have a new recipe for y'all today. This comes straight from our kitchen, and it is crock pot cinnamon apples. And you will need the following for this recipe. You will need 3 pounds of gala apples that have been cut into wedgies.
Oh.
Casualty. You also need, by the way, these aren't peeled. If you want to peel your apples, peel your apples. We like the apple peels. I feel like it gives the dish more appeal. And it makes it for a quicker recipe too.
Yeah.
You also need 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. You need 1/2 cup of sugar. Oh, sugar, na. No, honey. You also need 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, as well as 2 teaspoons of almond extract, because my wife really loves almond extract.
Yes. You can use vanilla if you really want.
If you really want to use vanilla.
If you wanted to ruin it.
But it won't be my wife's recipe, now will it? And then also 1 stick of butter that has been sliced. These are 2 half sticks, so technically I guess she sliced this in half. Do I need to slice this up, or is it good the way it is?
I would slice it up.
I'll slice it up. First thing you want to do is get yourself a good slow cooker.
Michael.
And I didn't say anything. I did not say anything about the slow cooker. I said get a good slow cooker.
Mikey's
you wanna
views
place-
do not represent the views of Recipes the Crock.
Take your apples and put them in the bottom of your slow cooker. Kind of get them all spread out there.
You keep eating the apple.
No, I was getting the seed out of that one.
Oh.
Seeds, no bueno. And then you want to take and mix your sugars. I will do that in the same bowl I used my apples. Get myself a fork.
Your sugar may stick if that's damp. But
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh,
And
Michael.
white sugar. And let's see, what does it say?
And your
Mixed sugars and your cinnamon. Just in the bowl like that. And mix them up. Bowl's a little wet, so some of it's sticking.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Now, this is where we tell them that this is more of a dinner apple than a dessert apple. So it's not going to be super, super sweet like you get at some
Like me.
like you get at some restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more cinnamony than sweet.
It's gonna be what?
More cinnamony.
Cinnamony.
But if you want to make it more of a dessert apple, then you could just add another 1/2 cup of sugar, probably, maybe more. Just sugar to taste at that
Sugar
point.
to taste, as you want.
But this gets you a good start.
All right. So then you take your sugars and you sprinkle them all over the top of your apples, evenly if you can, in a good slow cooker. And then you want to top with butter. So let me grab a cutting board.
I think you're supposed to drizzle your extract.
You're supposed to drizzle your extract first. Sorry, I was distracted by the fact that I have to cut up butter. I'll use a great big knife because that's the first one I found. 2 teaspoons of almond extract. 1.
Oh my.
Just kind of over the top. I guess I'm doing that right?
Yep.
I've never made this recipe before, so I got my judge back here.
That's alright. It'll all cook together. You're going to stir it occasionally.
Alright, and then the butter. Take it out of the wrapper. Maybe.
My goodness.
We're taping 4 recipes today. This is recipe number 1, so you can see how much of a mess I am now. Just wait till we get to recipe number 4.
And your butter has softened. It doesn't have to be soft. It's just we waited an hour for Mikey to find a piece of
I couldn't
hammer.
find a part. So, put your butter on top
Yep.
of your apples, just like that.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep.
Yup. And your other butter. There looks like some. Right there needs some. Right there needs some. And right there, on top of that piece of apple, needs some. And now, you take a lid and put it on the top. And then you want to set this on low for 4 to 5 hours and occasionally stir it. And when you get done, I'll use that fork for the finished product. You, of course, put your dishes away.
Yes. I can see that you've been doing that.
Let the record be known that as she was shopping for the groceries today, I did the dishes.
Whoa.
Some of the dishes.
Some of the dishes.
As you can see with all the crock pots we got going on here in the kitchen, there's a lot more dishes to be done tonight.
Yes.
But when you get done, you'll have some cinnamon apples. If I can get that in frame for y'all. Oops,
Oh.
just like that. We'll smack your camera around if you have one. Let me grab a spoon. Ladle. That's a slotted spoon. It'll work. And look at that. See how they browned up really good? Get a couple more. There we go. Looks just like that. And now we'll give her the old good old boy taste test and see how we did. These have been off of heat for a little while now because they cooked up earlier on the day. And I ate a couple when they were hot. And really, you tasted apples and a little bit of cinnamon. They've cooled off a little bit. And actually you can get more flavor.
A little bit sweeter.
Mm-hmm. They're a little bit sweeter. They're not super, super sweet. It's not like when you go to Cracker Barrel and you get the fried
Sugar.
apples. Yeah, the fried sugar with a little bit of apple in it. This is more apple than anything. But it's really, really good. It would make for a great side dish for like pork chops. Or something like that, maybe even a chicken dish. They're buttery. You can taste that butter. You can get that velvety feel of the butter with it. I really don't taste the almond extract, to be honest with you.
I do.
It doesn't come out. It doesn't.
It's not overpowering.
No, it's
but
not a strong almond
it's-
extract at all.
It's subtle.
It's subtle. But you know what you can taste?
What? The apples. That's
which
good.
is what you should do.
Especially
When you eat something, the main attraction should be the main thing in the dish, not the sugar that goes around it.
Yeah, the apples. It'll be really good, especially this fall apple season.
Fall's just around the corner, y'all. Make this dish and you'll like it. And didn't take that long to do. I think the longest thing in that would be cutting up the apples, and she took care of that for me before we started taping. Because she's a nice lady. But we want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good. We'll put an E on the end of that. Oh boy. And if you like what you see, hit subscribe. Become a part of the Slow Cooking family. And you'll see many, many more recipes. In fact, 2 a week. And also check us out over at Facebook at Recipes That Crock, as well as Good with an E. Old Tunes with Good with an E. Oh boy. Where we promo these videos as well as do other music and fun things from the family. And so we thank you guys again for watching. You keep watching and we'll keep cooking. And all will be well. Can I have some more apples?
You can.
Yay. Bye, y'all.